Hey folks, that guy flies RC. Out here at the Avon Park Aero Modelers Club, we're going to take up the E-Flite Cirrus SR22T and have some fun with it. Of course, I've done several videos on this. We got your landing flaps, takeoff flaps, flaps up, flaps down, crazy pilot, whatever. All right, let's take her up, quit talking about it, and do it. Oh good, the wind is kicked up and across the runway, just the way I like it. All right, let's do our control surface test. Right, left, up, down, right, left. Flaps work. Might want to turn the prop on. It seems to help fly a lot better when the motor's working. Don't know why that is. But all right, let's go down here and I can show you just how well this plane taxis that tricycle gear. I found that, to me, the Cirrus is a very elegant airplane. It is considered in real life scale to be one of the safest planes that anyone could have, mainly because it features a recovery system that has a parachute that pops out the top of it should you have a catastrophic failure, and you, your family, and your plane will land via a parachute. Running a 3200 3S today. Now this plane is more than capable. It runs on 3S or 4S. I really just wish I had some clouds to fly against, because it's just a plane in a plain blue sky right now. So I'll try to keep her as close as I can. When you fly her in 3S, you don't really need any elevator to flap mix. Now, when you fly her in 4S, a little bit heavier, a little bit faster, you may want to work in a little bit of mix. So, very elegant plane. Just showing you how nice and slow she'll fly. Got them flaps down. Let's go back and do the same sort of pass, but with the with no flaps in. I'm going to inch my way out the runway a little bit. Try to get as close as I can and keep staying safe. Like I say, this is 3S today, so I'm not even half throttle. Let's go ahead and kick it up. This is 3S. Yeah, definitely not a problem. She's not going to be super duper rocket ship for you on 3S, but just for some very nice scale flying, she does just fine. Let's see if we can land this plane today. Oh, a little bouncy. Got a little wind got underneath that wing, so that's going to happen. Let me get off the runway. But since the wind is basically right across the runway, it doesn't really matter which way I take off. There, a little bit of a knife edge there, even on 3S. All right, let's land her. And I will use flaps, even though I don't necessarily need them. Let's go ahead and land her this way. And one thing you should practice, unless your club rules prohibit it, practice landing from the different directions. Don't get used to landing in just the one direction all the time, because you never know. You might have a failure and have to land from the direction you're not used to. So you definitely want to keep trying landing from different directions, different approaches, because you never know what you're going to be faced with one day. So if you're kind of, jack of all trades when it comes for landing and approaches, no flaps this time. Let's say my flaps aren't working. Okay. Of course, going to have a much longer rollout, and I'm going to hit the grass, but that's okay. Now, if that was a concrete wall there, that would not be okay. All right. You know what? Let's just run with that. Let's take her out here, put her on the grass. As you can see, the grass is very rough, but this plane more than can handle it. Let's turn around and land in that same area. Okay. Now, the nice thing about grass, you know, is it makes your landings look a little bit better. And you guys on a grass field can say, hey, that ain't right. Well, it's true though. It takes out a lot of the bumps and a lot of the issues. There. Now, you notice I bumped, I bounced, right? The worst thing you can do when you bounce like that and you realize you're airborne again is to cut throttle. What you want to do is give a little more throttle and extend that and give yourself another landing. Because if you were to cut throttle right then, panic and cut throttle, you're going to have a nasty stall that you're already up 3 or 4 feet, and now you got to crash and you're going to go home and cry to your wife and have to buy another plane. So, you know, hey. Well, maybe it's a good thing. All right. But anyways, the SR22T Blackbird, that's what this is. No, the Cirrus
landing flaps.
SR22T, which is what this is just an example of a very elegant, fun to fly, beautiful aircraft. There. Now see, I had the flaps in, really cut down on my approach. Still got a minute left, so let's actually do takeoff flaps and see if I have to have any elevator. Don't have to have any elevator input at all. If I did, didn't even notice I was doing it. Land her one more time, and let's check the fancy technology and see how much battery I've got left. Running a 3200 3S. Remember folks, landing's all about throttle. There we go. Had a little ramp there in the runway. But that's just, even in this bright sunshine, you can see them lights. All right. Ran for 4 minutes and 15 seconds. See what kind of, oh, I still got over a half a battery. So let's take off one more time. Quit hogging the field. And just one more time. One more time. You know me, I'm Mr. One More Time. No takeoff flaps. Actually, I took off with landing flaps. And we're going to land from the other direction. I mean, say, fat guy, you're preaching about landing from different directions. Well, need to do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to land this bird from this way. There we go. Set her down and didn't even spill the pilot's martini. All right.
Flaps up.
Well, folks, there you go. That is the E-Flite Cirrus SR22T on a windy day, beautiful plane, and a pilot. There you go, folks. Folks, I appreciate you watching my channel. I appreciate you just paying attention to this crazy fat guy. Don't forget, faith, family, and friends, them planes. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.